Well, everyone, a very interesting thing happened the other day, and I don't really know how to explain it that well, but essentially what had happened was that the iPhone SE 3, the current iPhone SE that Apple is selling, was in some ways actually faster than my iPhone 15 that just came out. Now, this is a very complicated thing because there's a lot of moving pieces here, and I would probably make the argument that the iPhone SE 3 is going to be overall slower than the iPhone 15. But what I was seeing was that when the apps were opening and closing, so when I was opening an application, at times it would kind of be faster on my iPhone SE 3 on iOS 17. But when the apps were closing, clearly the iPhone 15 was so much faster because we're comparing a gesture-based design iPhone versus the home button iPhone. But that is still a very interesting thing that I was not expecting at all. The iPhone 15 that had just came out is the iPhone that is essentially, the latest and greatest. It has the latest chipset, well, one of the newer chipsets. It has a newer chipset than the iPhone SE, but also has more RAM, and typically whenever you have a newer iPhone, those phones will typically be faster because you had just set them up and everything, and you just had, kind of set everything up on that iPhone versus an iPhone that you've already been using for a little bit of time. So that was something that kind of shocked me from that specific standpoint right there. Now, on top of that, with a device like the iPhone SE 3, this isn't really even that great of a phone if you think about it. Like, I've complained about this phone a lot throughout the last year or two that this thing's been out. But the interesting thing about this specific iPhone is that with the iPhone SE 3, there is a reason why this iPhone could potentially be faster than the iPhone 15 in some ways, and that is due to two things. One, the similarity in the chipsets. There can be some weird things where sometimes an application may be updated, maybe not on one device, and that can kind of lead one app to kind of be looking like it's the faster one. But the other thing is that there are far less pixels to push inside of the iPhone SE 3 display than on the iPhone, 15 display. So because of that, you could actually be getting, technically speaking, sometimes faster feeling phone on the iPhone SE 3 when you're opening up an application because there's just less pixels that need to be pushed on that display. Now, I think as these, processors get faster and faster, there really isn't like this big of a reason to go ahead and actually continue to kind of, use a phone like that or to use an outdated device or a lower resolution display just to get a faster performing phone. But when it comes down to this, I think it's kind of interesting. And when you kind of think about it, it does kind of make you think like, okay, like, is the iPhone, could the next iPhone SE be a little bit faster? And should Apple consider lower resolution displays to make their phones feel faster? I would probably say no, but that is something to kind of think about. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. The like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.